2.4. Cell transport.
A. Simple diffusion. Definition: the random movement of solute from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. It's through selectively permeable membrane until equilibrium is achieved, without using energy. The simplest type of passive transport. Diffusion does not require the cell to use energy. Only small molecules can cross the cell membrane by simple diffusion. 2. Diffusion is the movement of molecules from an area of high concentration to one of low concentration. Diffusion is driven by the kinetic energy of the molecules. Diffusion occurs when molecules move randomly away from each other in a liquid or gas. This is the phospholipid structure.
Passive transport. Facilitated diffusion. Definition: movement of ions or polar molecules from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. 1. Passive transport across a membrane requires no energy input from the cell and always goes down the concentration gradient. 2. However, most molecules cannot cross the membrane by simple diffusion. To do so, the molecule must either be very small, such as H2O and CO2, or be soluble in both water and lipid, ethanol. 3. Some molecules are carried across the membrane by carrier proteins which are embedded in the cell membrane. Carrier protein is a specific binding site protein that change conformation to translocate the solute. Example: glucose and amino acids.
4. Carrier proteins often change shape when molecules attach to them, and this change in shape enables the molecule to cross the membrane.
5. Because the carrier protein has to fit around the molecule, it is specific to one molecule or related class of molecules. 6. This use of carrier proteins to cross the membrane is known as facilitated diffusion, and can be used by those molecules to cross the membrane in either direction, into or out of the cell. This is channel protein provide a corridor that allows specific polar molecules or ions to across membrane, also the fast transport. Example: ions and water.
Osmosis. Definition: the net movement of water by diffusion from higher water potential to lower water potential region. The water potential of pure water is 0, 0, so, since a solution must always be less than 100% pure water, all solutions and cells have a negative water potential. The symbol for water potential is the Greek letter psi, or psi-W. Hypertonic solution. A solution in which concentration of solute outside the cell is greater than solute concentration inside the cell. Isotonic solution. A solution in which concentration of solute outside the cell is equal with the concentration of solute inside the cell. Hypotonic solution. A solution in which the concentration of solute outside the cell is lower than the concentration of solute inside the cell.